Hello, my name is Carlos Aquino. We're going to talk about a little bit about artificial intelligence for business leaders. We're going to do this briefly since we don't have that much time to be able to understand and grasp all the detailed information that we need to understand what exactly artificial intelligence is. Um, I'm just gonna go over my last projects for Audacity. Artificial intelligence it was an artificial intelligence strategy that I had to implement using all the knowledge that I gained from the course. For this project specifically, I was giving a company that had to choose between 10 different projects, and all of them they seems great, like a great solution, and that would actually be beneficial for the company. But after understanding how to choose between those different projects, I was able to choose the one that they were gonna give the competitive advantage for this company. Specifically, because in our days at business we have a lot of tools to choose between different projects, but to choose between projects that use these new technologies, there's not that many tools, and we need to understand the technology behind it and how these technologies come to work, how they can actually be beneficial, and if they can actually be implemented in the business. For this project specifically, how I said here, my objective was to maximize the satisfaction through implementation of cutting edge technology. I was giving a company that created technology for cars basically, and they wanted to understand which of all these 10 technologies was going to give them that competitor's advantage. Those from these 10 potential use cases, I did a feasibility analysis, and that feasibility analysis, I chose the best three options after understanding the back end of those technologies. To understand that back end, I had to do an analysis of each one of the companies one by one, of each one of the projects one by one, how the process is done right now without the technology, and then how the process was going to change with the technology. And with that, I was able to understand, okay, this process actually really is going to change, really is going to bring great benefits after the company provide the resources to implement this project, because they don't have limited resources. They need to choose between the best ones. And after understanding the best three, then I did an analysis to understand the velocity, veracity, variety, and value of the data, because data is the heart of machine learning, artificial intelligence. How fast are we able to obtain the data? What is the veracity? What is the variety of that data? Because if not, then the computer really isn't gonna be able to differentiate between different things when something new come up. We want to actually provide all the most data possible, and then test it to the model to create the great model that would be the heart and the back end of the technology. And after intending all that, I then needed to understand the technology that we needed to use to create these artificial intelligence projects. In order to do that, I just did a small analysis to understand if we were going to use a classification, a regression, optimization, or simulation. And after that came to be, then I was able to do like an architecture design of how the technology was going to work. The architecture design just gave an idea to the programmers how the technology was going to come to be, how it was going to actually be implemented, and after talking to those fictitious programmers, then I chose the best two that can be implemented the fastest, and the resources were gonna actually be used we're gonna actually be in a great use. This came to give me two technologies that we're going to implement: the facial recognition and internal diagnostic vehicle. Basically, both of them were going to provide the company with the best benefit for their money. I hope this gives you just an overall understanding of how artificial intelligence can be used in a project for a business, and I hope that we can continue talking a little bit more about this to actually go into detail of how artificial intelligence and machine learning works from behind the scenes.